Hello again, I'm Veston, and it's time for another random Pokemon review. This one is for the Diamond and Pearl episode, Piplup, Up and Away. When I did my Betrayed Bother to be Lugan review, a comment asked me about the episode in particular. Although I already answered that question in the comments, I figure it's time to give this one a more in-depth look. As with the episodes I listed in my past countdowns, this one was written by Yuki Oshihashi. The plot is that Piplup is annoyed by Ash's Gible trying to improve on its Draco Meteor attack. But even when it goes so far that it hurts Piplup, although this little penguin had visions of Ash and Dawn scolding Gible for doing that, the exact opposite happens. Dawn and Ash reassure Gible that it's just trying its best, and infuriated by the fact that they were encouraging Gible and not punishing it, Piplup runs off. As usual, Team Rocket, except for Wobbuffet, have been watching no doubt, and while they do have plans to capture both Piplup and Pikachu, they decide to go and sympathize with the poor Pokemon, disguising themselves as members of the Pokemon Rescue Corps, convincing Piplup to be on their side. And at the same time, Jesse and James confront our heroes and call them out for neglecting Piplup. You see, while they are bad guys, they do have standards. And even though this was part of their trick, they did have a point. Sometimes it's best to consider their Pokemon's feelings. Heck, Team Rocket does the same for their Pokemon. But while this is going on, an angry Rhyperior comes out of nowhere and stalks the heroes in Team Rocket. Why, here you ask? Well, because as Meowth said, he had a fallout from his trainer and is constantly using flash cannon attacks on people who go by. Eventually, Team Rocket captures both Pikachu and Piplup, but Rhyperior manages to get them out with his flash cannon attack. Dawn and Ash apologize to Piplup about what happened earlier, and it's here where Piplup learned a new move, Hydro Pump, which sends Team Rocket flying away yet again. While the main crisis was solved, there was still the minor crisis at hand. The killer Rhyperior is still on the loose. He is about ready to launch another attack on the trio when suddenly, a boy shows up and apologizes to Rhyperior for being mean to him. As you can see here, it's revealed this boy is the Rhyperior's trainer. If that's the case, he should learn to teach his Rhyperior to control his flash cannon attacks. I don't know what parent would allow a kid to own a Rhyperior. Anyways, the trainer tells the gang that he hopes Rhyperior didn't cause too much trouble, and when Rhyperior finally calmed down, they went on their way and so do our heroes. Yeah, comes in our shocker, there's another post-4Kids episode I did like. I liked how Dawn had to learn the hard way to be more understanding to Piplup. I also liked how Team Rocket was able to convince Ash and the others that what happened was wrong, even if this was a scheme. And, aside from Dawn reuniting with Piplup, I like how the trainer at the very end make amends with his Rhyperior, though I kinda wish he would get Rhyperior to control his anger. Maybe he did after this episode, who knows? This shows that even when 4Kids stop dubbing Pokemon, they still can manage to squeeze in some good stories. Another example is of course the Ditto episode that featured Lisa Ortiz as Rissa. But all in all, I give Piplup Up and Away a solid 7 out of 10. Now I know what you're asking. When's my top 5 Master Quest countdown gonna happen? Well, this should be after Ash gets his mineral badge in Olivine City, and sometime after my next cartoon theory. So please be patient. And speaking of cartoon theories, I might do one that relates to what other Pokemon character could have his or her own series. Until then, this is Veston saying, see you around, folks.